Okay, hey there, Selective Collective. So I have an interesting reading tonight that I'm inspired to do by my hero, by JFK, because of course Kennedy is now in spirit, and so we can talk to him. So what's interesting though was earlier today, without being prompted, by the way, without being there was nothing that came. This just actually came to me. Of course, I have previous knowledge of it, but the paperclip operation came into my head. I'm like, why am I thinking about this? And just to let you know what the paperclip operation was, it was in America back in the 40s when there was the World War II. As you know, there were German scientists, and about 1,600 of them got deported here or imported to America in order to pick their brains. They helped us with the V2 missile, which was the first artificial object to go into space, even though it doesn't, still it influenced the space wars, or no, not wars. I don't know why I just called it wars. The space race. It's because I'm thinking of World War II. Anyway, I will get to the point, I promise. Then that led me on this downward rabbit hole. We, off of these soldiers, we profited, the website says that we profited around $152 billion, which at that time in patents is a lot of money. That was a lot of money. And then it led me down to the NSA, the creation of the National Security Administration, right? Agency, being created, I'm wanting to say 1947. And this was also around the start of the CIA, creation of the CIA in our, because they were gathering intelligence, from the war. It's almost like they took over. It's almost like they took over. And then when Kennedy gets in office, he does not choose to use them as his main intelligence. He chooses informal intelligence. So even though it was something that was actually established by the time Kennedy was involved in politics, he didn't for some reason he didn't trust them, right? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I want to reach out to JFK. I'm gonna use some different cards here. So if you're interested in that stuff, then I'm not usually interested in that stuff. Not really. I mean, kind of, but conspiracy, yes. I am interested in that. Figuring out why was this person targeted so bad, to the point of death, Well, that has something to do with that. Legal infiltration of our government. All right, so opening up, let's connect with that energy to give us information, please, with the assistance of our spirit guides and our angels. I want information. Grays, short. It's interesting, I saw the grays. I saw the grays on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's go out there. Let's do it. Let's go conspiracy theory. So with the grays, with all this technology, there is, if you do research, of course, I don't really know, you will find that. Okay, so at that time, we were getting a lot of information from the Germans, The Germans also had, with their little Nazi symbol, like I'm talking about actually the Nazis, like did things in Antarctica. And the information that they got, of course, there's speculation that maybe they got this because they partnered up with some kind of utilitarian other species. There is a wild conspiracy theory out there. Of course, you can't prove any of this type stuff that I'm talking about, but that they might have partnered with the Greys, and then, well, and then if we got their top scientists to get their information, the whole Antarctica thing is just because they've seen, or who knows how, if the reports are actually real, but that people have seen, like where they were having experiments and bases in Antarctica. They were researching some awfully strange stuff. I know that much. So then we pick their brain. So I have timid, misunderstood, or shy. And might be just talking about his personality of being misunderstood. Number 6. Arcturians. Oh, Arcturians feeling safe. Wisdom keepers concern. Oh, and then we have the reptilian energy coming out. So whether the way I look at all these things is whether we have proof or not, it's still describing an energy archetype. When you see these reptilians, it's to the ones that they're like pointing at would be an archetype of a tyrannical predator like rule. I don't know, but I'm picking up that maybe he thought that our intelligence agency was linked somehow to these tyrannical people or leaders over in Nazi Germany at the time. I mean, because that was really big, like as far as that was the issue. That was the thing. And to me, it does stand out when any kind of organization is going to immediately start persecuting a certain group. Then you have to ask yourself, what was the tie to that group in the first place? Or what was it? Let's get a different deck. So there's obviously an energy here to be fearful of. There's the energy of being misunderstood, and I almost see two sides to someone, though, is what I'm seeing. Almost like two sides. Misunderstood. Okay, what do you want to tell us about the misunderstood? Oh my gosh. You see that? The hand is exact. It's kind of like that. Okay. Interesting. Jupiter's about expansion and abundance, and So I think we're being told that there was something kind of misunderstood about this person's quick expansion or rise, how quickly they rose, how quickly he rose, but how quickly he was just so popular, right? Becoming so loved, so popular, so quick. Jupiter. What about the reptilian? What about this tyrannical rule? Why is this coming out? It was dark, because it was dark energy. It was dark energy. He tapped, look at those colors. See those colors? He tapped in to dark energy. He knew which energies were. I think this person had I think he was very resourceful, is what I want to say. Probably got information here, there, and everywhere, and something that he found out was rather dark. Heavy energy coming through with this. Heavy. This is not his energy. This is the energy he was up against. He wanted freedom and expansion for people. And this energy that he was going up against was repressive, oppressive, suppressive. It was about controlling energy too. And this could all represent fear, darkness, control, suffocating, containing, suffocating. Okay. All right. This is good. Tell me why you have the Arcturians out here, which again is an archetype of love, peace, and unity. And we kind of know that that was what this person was about. That was what he was about, was love, peace, unity, very intelligent. Anybody that hangs around Marilyn Monroe was probably pretty damn intelligent, because her IQ was like up there with Einstein's. She was pretty freaking amazing. Another one of my idols. Striking gold with love, peace, and unity. That was what he was wanting. And what he was up against? Not good. Not good. I think he's literally saying that, especially with this spring card here, is that the main point of him even being here, even though he was maybe misunderstood by this group, more than likely, he was here to start the buds, or to start something growing that has to do with finding gold and love, peace, and unity, and freedom. And freedom. I think this card is coming out because of almost like would do something in a different way. Would, of course, would do something maybe a little different. Give me a card for the gold. Mastery. The lion. Leader. Leader. Great. Majestic. Regal. Leader. Great leader. Who's the raccoon about? So so he felt like he had to hide a lot of things about how he really felt. Of course, not all things were hidden just through action, but felt like he always had to kind of hide and be alert because there was fear of, if I show exactly how if I show my whole face, if I show exactly how I feel, then I'm a meal for these people. So he knew that, so he kept some things inside, some things hidden. But I'm picking up that stuff was infiltrated. That was the things that were trying to be hidden were figured out somehow, some way. And it made him fearful, like the rabbit, but like understandably so, you know what I mean? Like, well, yeah. Can you imagine this rabbit standing up to this reptilian? Now, maybe a lion could. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe the lion could. So, right when you get into office, you know, you're about to step into a bunch of power. You're about to step in. You're about to step out from the shadows. You're no longer the rabbit. You may still be in some fear. But you would be confident you would be the lion. The lion could do it. And so, right when you get to that point, that's when something happened. But I have the dragonfly and I have the horse. Oof. Strong energy. His mental sharpness and ability to see through illusions. He had a mental sharpness and ability to see through illusions with the dragonfly. So he was very sharp, very sharp. And the horse also has to do with work, divine feminine energy of groundedness of the earth sign. So this has something to do with the way that people how they receive. It has something to do with work. Okay, so let's get another card. What is the well, let's get a different deck. Oof, kerosene. Wait a minute. You know what? Let me get some cards for the other ones first, and then we'll use the different deck. Okay, so yeah, give me a card for Jupiter. Crow. And it had the similar colors, so I love it when things sync up like that. Pleasant. Or whatever that is. The crow is a keeper of secret knowledge, wisdom, magic. The crow is it's usually associated with a lot of occult things. The crow or the raven. You have two almost like going to expand on some kind of hidden knowledge, wanting to make something available or offer something that was previously kept as like a secret. Okay, give me one for the reptilian and the darkening. The earthworm, I saw that. Oh, dirty place, right? Dirty place. And the hawk. Watched like a hawk. The earthworm. Yeah, I'm gonna get something on that one. And the sea serpent underneath that, because I mean the earthworm's in the dirt, right? We associate the earthworm with the underworld if you think about it. Dark. The earthworm is where things are dark, hidden, like that corridor, hidden. But there's an energy. So maybe this is his energy, actually having like a hawk look or eye on that darker energy. Okay, tell us more about the raccoon and the rabbit. So yeah, having to keep some things like hidden, right? And felt like he was very held together by this corset energy. Ugh. Held together, boundaries, restriction, prim and proper, following rules, structured, buttoned up, perfect posture, holding it together, support, shapeshift, people pleaser. But I'm feeling like the raccoon side did not want to be in this energy and was almost like waiting for the role of stepping into the lion, planning on busting that open. Tell me more about the gold. What? Okay. Well, it just says, it's kind of clarifying what the gold card would mean. Overindulged, surplus, enjoying the fruits of your labor, prosperity. The pearl is out here too. Emotional force opening up, honesty. Almost like saying, really believing that people should be very rewarded adequately for all of the efforts and work that they put in their days. I think that meant a lot to him. And I think he was willing to be the rabbit is what, by opening up and being honest, coming out of the shadows about how something was held together and maybe disagreed with it. Mm-hmm. What is the crow about and the misunderstood about? Happening now. What does that mean? Whoa. What does this mean? Expansion that's happening now. Is talking about some kind of expansion that's happening now. Okay. And because of this, to set in motion expansion for everybody. And that expansion is kind of like happening a little bit more now. I've been feeling this person like he's helping in the spirit realm for us with that. So the thing that's happening now is our expansion on knowledge, course, that probably has to do with something with the access that we have to knowledge and information right now being so vast. Something that's going to go kind of maybe fast is rising from the ashes. Oh, we have resurrection. Transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new air, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. 7, convertible, many options, free will, freedom, enjoyment. Maybe he liked a convertible or something like that too. And then here's this baggage. It probably has to do with this type of energy. Like, I did get that message though the other day with a collective read about how there was an energy on its way out the door. And I almost feel like that's what he's talking about here, is this energy that needs to pack their bags and like go. Tell me about the dragonfly, the shooting star. Quick action, sudden, passionate, enterprising, brilliant. Yes, well, I knew that he was brilliant. Seeing through illusions, brilliant. What about the horse? I don't know. Did you like horses too? That might be another thing. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just know a little bit about politics. I have the chess, like, so absolutely very smart. Okay, so the horse and chess, strategy, planning. Maybe you did some things about that at horse shows, horse races. So chess says strategy, planning, checkmate, grand design, thinking ahead, master plan, course of action, power play, game theory. Train, moving on. Yeah, moving on. I think it's this energy that's moving out. Moving on. Now with the person of water. So this is just giving more on his personality. Well, abilities too, right? And the emotional idealist. Somebody who was very emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive. Heart-centered, feels things deeply and takes things personally. I keep getting a lot of it's time and happening now messages. It's for some type of change. And a lot of this watery, intuitive, this definitely would describe him. Humanitarian, generosity, nobility, balance, a calm life, to alleviate suffering, humane, care for others, helpful, ethical. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. That's all I wanted to do. Is just some kind of like quick read, because I thought of JFK. I was about to cook dinner and just kind of got interested in that. So, all right. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.